All right, hey, collective. Let's see who this one is for or about. For or about. All right. Who is this reading for or about? For or about. That one out. Okay, well, this is weird. I feel like this is coming out like, oh, there's another card behind it. Hold on. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so there's been a communication about a rapid change, a domino effect, in which someone is, it's going to change someone's priorities. They're going to be finding balance and managing your finances. So I feel like there's some type of wealth coming in. Yeah, maybe something you manifested. This is beautiful. All right, what else? Yeah, it's going to be a lot of material wealth. I get like intuition, dreams, illusion, vices, temptation, manipulation, but it's not in a bad way. It's like those things are to the side, but what you're receiving looks like that. So a lot of people automatically assume that people who are, who come into wealth or, who have wealth, look, the ace, I'm not lying about this. People think that someone who comes into wealth or has wealth, that that's all that they care about. Yeah. I saw the death card in here, but you've transformed. You know more about money. You know more about how to. I get someone prioritizes very well. Like I get someone balances what they what they make very well. They've made very good decisions. That was what I just saw on the doggone split and shuffle was the King of Swords. So you're very intelligent. You use your head over your heart and you're logical when it comes to looking at your finances and what you want to pursue and, all those great things. This is nice. Yeah. I see some Empress lover energy. So take it how it resonates. Transformation card. What is this? The Lovers. Yeah. I feel like maybe take it how it resonates because I feel like you've been really doing what you love. You know what I mean? I've gotten that a lot. Like, that's why I said in my previous reading, like, you could, I'm going to go love a cup of coffee because a lot of people think that it's like, a lot of people might even start calling that materialism. Like, you might, start eating out at fancy restaurants and talk about how you love it. And then they're going to see that as materialism. Or maybe that's what they saw you do previously when you were actually just sharing your life experience. So people maybe misjudged you and you remain balanced in that too. So maybe people already looked at you in moments where you were, I can't, Spirit's saying to say higher up. So maybe they feel like you're higher up, maybe higher up on the pay scale. So you continue to move forward and balance, that out. Maybe it's a lot of old friends and stuff like that you know of that are very materialistic and, as well. Okay. So, yeah, it looks like since I'm on the subject of friends, that's what, like these old friends or whoever, these old friends are, a lot of them are very depressed. They're in intense anxiety and they're really feeling hopeless. And I don't know why anyone would feel that way other than they've done something. You know what I mean? Like you have to be feeling this way because you've done something to feel guilty about. You don't get that anxiety and depression and feeling hopeless if it's not earned. And if you know yourself, if it's earned or if it's projections or if it's, karmic debt. So that's more than likely what a lot of these friends are encourage them is what Spirit's saying. Encourage them to understand that they're going through their karmic debt right now. Knowledge sharing was here. I hadn't gotten to that, but I guess that's what they wanted me to focus on right now, is that this is a piece of knowledge sharing about what is going to be shared with this depression, intense anxiety, feeling of hopelessness that they will endure. All right. So I thought this was going somewhere awesome, but I guess we got to talk about the people who, are lost, I guess is what we're calling these individuals now, lost souls. But they're facing a lot of financial hardships. They're feeling very left out in the cold. Yeah, because they see that you're Yeah, they see this in you. It's like they're trying to match you because it's three cards here that came out with this negative energy. Well, I mean, except for the high priest, but the high priest is just like the knowledge sharing, the beliefs, the fellowship. It's like you try to, encourage people in the right tune, but you can't, control how other people look at you. You know what I mean? It's like if you're sharing something, they, should check themselves on like what they feel, because that's literally their energy. Like if you're a jealous person because you go to other people's page, you're like, oh, I would never, you see them in the comments, you know what I mean? That's these type of people. Like if your friends or the people that you left in your past could actually go onto your page and comment on how they wanted to without any type of filter, they would not say nice things only because of their inherent energy. It's like there's this deep down rooted issues, and it may just, I got earlier in the pre-shuffle before I did this that it's a lot of people childhood, a lot of people's inner child are currently in a status of being in this depressed and anxiety energy. Like their inner child is unsettled. And the reason why someone's inner child is unsettled is because they haven't done their shadow work. They are not there to protect that inner child because they're focused on the wrong things, right? Also could be other people. So it's like someone who won't get over a lover, someone who won't get past the last job they had, and they just keep sitting and thinking about that, and they're wondering why they never find another good opportunity because you're focused on the past opportunity that didn't work out. It's like all of these things. So you've while you're sitting in this energy of leading with your heart, being sensitive and daydreaming, they're depressed, having intense anxiety, feeling really hopeless. They see that you're knowledge sharing, and they see that you're sharing your beliefs in your fellowship, right? But it's like they have this disconnect for their own capabilities or something. It's like kind of like a learning disability. I don't know how else to put it. It's a mental disorder, right? It's something fragmented, right? Some of these people really do have things like they're starting to think about themselves and like, what have I been really up to? Like, have I literally been out here like sending out this negative energy? Yeah. They're seeing that you've been sharing this knowledge about how to be responsible, consistent, and hardworking. And they looked at you like you were slow. That slow card stood out after that. They looked at you like you were slow. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Now that they're facing these financial hardships and they're being, left to struggle is what I'm saying here, on figuring things out, like where they're going to live, who they, what they believe even in some instances, because there's a pentacle in the back with like this Jewish like star and this financial hardship energy. And it's giving me very much like misplaced priorities. Some people's goals were to show you, what kind of car they were driving. And you were just, I don't know. I will always say, if you're like me, you didn't care less about which car you were driving. You were more concerned about getting to the destination safe. And that's been the issue. Ooh, Spirit be giving me some. That's been the issue. These people have been so concerned on what they're riding in to get to the final destination that they didn't care as much about how they really looked. Because if they did, they would have stopped and looked at themselves while they were doing whatever they were doing. Whether it just be gossip about you, whether it be talk about you, whether it be, try to get up in your business. I don't know. But they see now that they're facing this financial hardship, that you've been very grounded, successful, and a business empire on your own, which is decidedly so. I feel like someone also in the collective energy has been, given a torch. This Ace of Pentacles is here. I feel like somebody recently was given a torch. Yeah, I know this is the Knight of Cups, but I feel like because of what this the message is, that's why it seems, it's so bountiful. It holds so much power, from within. Wow. Okay. What else do we want to put out here? Yeah, a lot of these people, ooh, wow. A lot of these people are being faced with a lot of difficult situations, like they're getting a lot of collection notices. Some people are getting their cars repoed. Somebody else is probably like lights went off on them. They're trying to get those back on before their kids come home. Somebody is being manipulated by a King of Swords in reverse. They've got someone in their life that's just lying to them. Yeah, and keeping them stuck. Ooh, yeah. About like if they should leave them or not. I'm not playing. Like this is real. Like somebody is literally like in a marriage where they're totally just under a lot of like chaos and manipulation and, you know, very disparaging energy. And that's because that's what they send out. Some of these people never expected. Ooh, they are heartbroken. Some of these people are so heartbroken because they never expected these things to play out in their lives the way that they are. They never expected that it would be them. They never expected that it would come back. They never expected that it would hit them so hard and fast. They never expected that it would really move into their lives in the way that it did, because they were thinking that, you know, oh, I'm just attacking this person's money. Yeah, but now as a result, like, they are really sitting back, having to meditate, having to figure out like how to turn their lives around because they are under judgment. This was just happened to be here as I peeked up. Yeah. Yeah. For all of this betrayal and this what is this? This one flew in my hands. It's the Ace of Wands, because the collective has just caught. It's like okay, so that has been a heavy download several times, and I just haven't said anything. What they don't realize is that when you give up your, when you decide to go towards somebody and try to combat them and take away their opportunities, when you try to do a spiritual swapping in any way, shape, or form, if you try to utilize someone else's energy in any way, shape, or form, without their knowledge, without their consent, without their, I mean, that's how it should work, right? It's a currency. Their energy is a currency, just like money, everything else. But what these people didn't realize is that when they were doing this, I forgot, but essentially it's like, it flew in your lap, like this new beginning, because it's like that's all you could catch. That's all you could catch was new beginnings where love was exuded, where it's almost, and the reason I'm probably forgetting or not knowing what point it was on is just simply Spirit's like, yeah, because whatever, lesson they're trying to help them learn, they realize they're watching, like, this is real live time. This is real live judgment. I'm telling you guys, that card came out a couple times. Okay, this is real live manifestations coming through. Okay, so they never thought that this would turn out this way in their lives. They never thought it would manifest in their lives. They thought maybe, oh, we're just going after this person's this or this. Oh, okay, that's the other point. Okay, thank you. All right, yeah. So what happens is when you relinquish the opportunity to follow your own dreams, right? Because that's what they did, right? Coming after yours, they weren't focused on theirs in any way, shape, or form, okay? By doing that, it's allowed, of course, you to remain in this Nine of Cups energy to take focus on, because I feel like this person is focused on that star way out there. So it's allowed you to take time to focus on your dreams coming true and receiving your satisfaction and your abundance, etc. Now, as a result, these people don't realize that what they do is by, look, that transformation, okay? The transformation that happens for them is whatever it is that they were trying to invest in or imagine or create or wanted to have for themselves, the collective is now entitled to that. They allowed the opportunity by saying they wanted to switch destinies. So anything that the collective would like to take for their highest good, they are allowed to take that. Because in a battle, what happens at the end of the game? Somebody is deemed a winner, right? And everything is handed to them. Whether it be a trophy, whether it be a medal, whether it be a belt, whether it be a crown, whatever it is, that is how it goes. And these people had no knowledge of that. But why would you get involved in trying to take someone else's destiny when you know you have your own? Everyone is entitled to that. And that's the whole thing that people just, I don't know what the convolution is. I mean, I see it. I know. But I just don't understand why people would let it convolute them. I don't even know if I want to do anything else. This sounds so convoluted. All right, what else? Yeah, a lot of people are facing a lot of dishonesty and mistrust in their marriages. They're finding out about third parties. And their partners are like, oh, well, suffer the consequences. And, I'm going to be selfish now because you've done whatever. Ooh, wow. Yeah. Maybe some people's wives, they've been cheating on their wives for I don't know how long. And now they're ready to like work on the commitment because they see that they need the family life. So this is the thing. What I've noticed too is a lot of people, that if they don't value the institution of marriage and family from the gate and it's taken from them. Now I see people out, they're going to remain trapped because that's their way of thinking. If they continue to behave that way, that's, people who leave broken families, that's what they are entitled to. I don't know why people aren't getting this. But yeah, when people do that, this is so wild. Yeah, these parties, people are thinking back to the parties and how, these situations eluded them and how could I get so wrapped up in this? How could I be so selfless and abuse kindness of other people or persons and be so one-sided in these relationships? One-sided. Always looking in, but never, communicating, never being, dependable. Yeah, they were depoopable, but then dependable, authoritative, or structured. Now they're in a lot of, and I feel like structured with their own energy with respect to how they felt about you, because those feelings were unnecessary. Everybody has their own capabilities in life. That's why it's coming in. Listen. This Ace of Cups is out here twice now. New relationships. And that's why you're being provided these new relationships with pure intentions and joy. And if these people can't do anything else but look themselves in the mirror, and if they're not ready to face themselves, they better start focusing on the reality that you deserve this, because they know in their gut is what Spirit is telling me, that they were wrong for whatever they did, however they played a part, listening to somebody else, going and getting gossip and spreading it. However it works, it does not matter. You are sending out energy. If you believe that energy is real, like your money, watch that energy flow out with them words that you did when you was talking about somebody. Watch that stuff flow out as you was taking other people's money. Watch that flow out as you was doing the spell work or paying people to do spell. Whatever it is, it does not matter. It needs to be condemned. There's this time of confession that has already passed. I was going to speak on that, but Spirit's like, no, that's over. That's been over. Confession opportunities was like, mostly just to watch you in your last little tests or whatever test we mentioned in the previous reading, because I was like, I don't like being tested. I remember that because I don't. But whatever test you passed it. Look at this Ace of Pentacles coming out. And they are stuck. Heartache, facing their trauma, their sorrow, people breaking up with people, moving out the house. Because this Dave got his stuff. Dave's got his stuff. I don't know, somebody's husband name, maybe start with a D, is realizing that they're under judgment. Maybe their last name, last name's a C initial came up quite a bit too. What's this? Look, judgment even came out again. Listen, I don't have to make it up. I could just, ooh, wow. Yeah, this new beginning because you're standing. Look, this fell out right on the Ace of Wands. This new beginning because you stood in your personal power and moved forward and you embraced the changes that you needed to make within yourself in order to allow you to not be held by any heartbreak or not lack of communication or despondence or whatever, or communication behind your back while you don't know, slander, whatever, You face that stuff in the face and you have people do it behind your back. You don't care, You already know better than to let that stuff keep you trapped. They didn't know that, but their time is coming so they can show and prove. Since you guys knew so much about what it took to be, in the destiny that you desire, go ahead and show. Spirit said, go ahead and show us. Let's see y'all sacred knowledge. When you have all of these traumatic events that come and face you. When you out here trying to play victim and you like you in immense pain, which you probably will be. Hey, it looked bad to y'all when y'all was doing it, right? To the other people, right? It looked bad to y'all. So, how you think you feel? Feeling really real. My light you could not kill. These bars I have. Oh, yes, still. Don't think it is what it is. These people are in mental overload, trying to even find something to manifest in their daily life to be appreciative of. They not even happy with their cup of coffee. They can't even afford the cup of coffee right now. Oh, that's somebody's stomach is sick. Wow. They sit at home in mental overload. If they have a home, is what Spirit's telling me. They sit by themselves wherever they are, just stressed out. I mean, if you ever had a headache before, baby, this one is knocking at their door every day, every night. If their eyes blink, that headache bop. If their eyes blink, that headache bop. When their eyes blink, that headache bop. I'm just telling you. All right, that's it, collective. It seems like nothing else really wants to come out. Yeah, these people have to surrender to the uncertainty of what else may come out and what comes to light in their life. They should have focused on the right collaborations, and now they need to focus on, what were your common goals there, and exude the courage that it takes to overcome them. Yeah. So they'll get it when they get it. We ain't here to help them. Help yourselves. That's what y'all did. When they collective about to help themselves to everybody's stuff that they are not entitled to because it doesn't serve their highest good. They don't even know what their highest good is yet. So that's why the collective gets to take it. That's why the collective gets to say, oh yes, I accept whatever they have to release. I accept it. Accept being in very much an emotive acceptance collective. I hope this has been helpful and insightful in some type of way. Later.